right, welcome to News Inside on Landslide News this weekend. Kafu, have you started your Friday gig?
Yeah, you started, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Philip, what about you?
Well, I'm waiting on you.
You will wait, you will tire. All right, Reno Omokri, what you do that is not consistent with the truth, your sin, the Bible says, will find you out. Mm-hmm. It's like his sins are finding him out.
Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes you begin to wonder if it's worthy to discuss about Reno Omokri.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
I've said that several times.
Quite frankly. Just that if these people are left unchecked, before you know, they get to the stream of power. After all, we are beginning to hear the rumor that he's planning, which I know is not, there's no weight there, to be VP to Ribadu. Come when Ribadu want to, anytime Ribadu wants to be the president of Nigeria. Now, so you begin to see that if you don't check these flippant characters, flippant. I mean, how could you, from abusing Asiwaju during this election, just this past election, switch to flipping to becoming the spokesperson? Now using, like many people are doing, now using Obi as a punching bag, thinking that Asiwaju take them very seriously. Let me tell you, Asiwaju does not take even Reno Omokri and all his flippant attitude serious. He just see him as a hungry person. Just find him some food to eat
that can be used.
He will say whatever, he will unsay whatever he said yesterday or what he said this morning. So we didn't need this U.S. As mayor of Texas to just that it happens to be, the person spoke out. He couldn't see somebody who was all over abusing Buhari for the same thing simply because he's looking for a political favor with this government, now saying a different thing. A lot of image laundering examples that the man gave, if we begin to follow them one by one, a lot of them snapping cards claiming to be his own, things that children do these days on internet, and people like Omokri. Omokri is not a small boy like that. I don't think he's less than 50 years.
It's 50 years now.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be. So, and claiming to be what you are not, and using how do I call it, his ability to maybe write a few essays to push narratives that are not true, even to the point of trying to cover the lives of people being lost. The man said, no, I cannot bath myself with the blood like you. And there's no, he told the man to say he's a friend to senator of this U.S. Senator Cruz, Ted Cruz. In anything, there was an occasion where he asked the man said he was just arriving, he asked him to change clothes, that don't tell people you are just arriving. At a point, there was occasion they attended, he promised people that Goodluck Jonathan was going to be there.
And he never came.
He never, image laundering everywhere. And today, Reno is all over the internet space, still trying to command even respect from younger ones who maybe because they see him attack who they themselves do not like.
Another thing, he tries to attach to Christianity.
Yeah.
Now let me read what the man said. He said, I've seen it up close. He said last year on his birthday safari in Kenya, he stayed at my house in Texas. Most recently, he hosted me in Abuja. He said, Anodo, Reno don't lie like most liars. That one off me. He said he doesn't like that. He said he likes calm, cool, and constant. He said up close, he's reptilian, chilling, soulless. He said yet so charming. I mean, that's why he could lie about the 30-kilometer road. I don't know if you understand. That's why he could switch from one president to the other.
Switch from praising P2B to demonizing P2B.
Okay,
and the worst thing that he does with a narrative that is very terrible, he plays ethnic cards.
That's what I wanted to ask.
He tries to divide Nigeria by setting Igbo against a religion, against Hausa, against Yoruba, things that people
we are going past that. Philip, during Buhari's regime, he was thin on the fact that there was genocide in the north. I mean, he kept on the international scene. I mean, in fact, there was a time he drove Buhari out of London. Now, there is a rumor that there is a genocide in Nigeria. The Christians being attacked. Now he's defending this government again, all APC government. I mean, how bad can it be for him?
You see, Reno Omokri is a man who has no character and no integrity. He's a man who has no job, who lives on anything that comes his way. Reno Omokri is one of those few Nigerians that are out there in the states and elsewhere parading themselves to be somebody when they are nobody. And you know, the white man, they believe your simple statement. And this I'm not happen to be one of those people Reno Omokri has come in contact with and has pictured himself to be so mighty. Don't forget, at some point in life, Reno Omokri was very relevant in this country. I happened to have worked with the president of the country then, President of Goodluck Jonathan, in a capacity that put him in that pedestal. So Reno Omokri is living in his yesteryear. Those years has passed by. He failed to live in reality. So this is what he used to capture his victim. And Arnold happened to be one of those victims. And Arnold, what he does is that he goes to the people out there and tell them story of who he is here. He comes over here and tell them different story of what is not being there to be there. And now the issue, what exposes him now is this issue of the Christian genocide. He pretended to come with these people to investigate and confirm or otherwise whether there's Christian genocide. They believed him because during the time of Buhari, he was in the forefront of this campaign of Christian being estimated from this country. So he said that the Christians were being destroyed. They are being extinct from this country by the Muslim under President Muhammadu Buhari. So when this time came and the story refused to go away, and this man now said, okay, now you are telling us different story. He came here and told them that, look, what you are saying today now is a house. It never happened. So what has happened between 2023 and 2025? The genocide had just gone away, and what we're having is a story. And the man went on and on and on and on that in his birthday he promised that President Goodluck Jonathan was going to be there. Because he served under Jonathan, the people believed him and they spent time. And in course of investigating this, genocide matter, he organized, in quote, his own camp president or something. And he made the camp president to believe that he came with these people. And he has also prepared these people to tell his own camp president to tell the story such a way that these people will go away to say that the genocide does not exist. And because Arnold is a man of experience and the man who has a fear of God in his heart, and especially most white people are straightforward and they value their integrity and character. So when he put together the totality of all that he knew about Omokri before now, he felt that he came to the conclusion that Reno Omokri is a pathological liar. And he lied without showing it. That when he lied, you can't find it in him. He described him as a man with a soulless being. That is, people's blood doesn't, touch him. Death doesn't touch him, so long as it's not him. So rather, he trade on them to benefit from it. He went further to say that Reno is doing all of this to curry favor from the present government so as to get an appointment. And this is what we'll be saying on this platform. Okafor has been very vehement that we shouldn't even mention Reno Omokri. We're helping to popularize him. We're happy to promote him. And that's what the man said. Reno Omokri used every means available to him, everybody available to promote his image just to get what he wants. But like they always say the deed of a man always catch up with it at some point. Okay. What he has been doing to say that to correct favor is what is going to help destroy him now.
Okay, the leaders we have, Reno was a very strong person in Goodluck Jonathan's government. It's only in Buhari's government that he stood on the opposition. But he also is a very good friend of Atiku Abubakar, up to the extent that he said he was one of the persons that nominated what's it called, Obi as the vice president candidate. Now, and none of them came out to dispute what he said. Now, these charlatans,
Let me tell
how
you.
do they get to the corridors of power?
Let me tell you, you can't keep up with Reno's lies or his manipulation of facts. Let me just, because you mentioned Obi, let me speak what Arnold talked about Reno on Obi. He said Reno blames P2B for international outcry, as if one man's layover in DC, Washington DC is the capital of America.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
if you go to this short, I know the city very well. You almost look, when you are driving through DC, you almost think you are in Abuja. Do you know why? As you have Constitution Avenue here, they have it there. As you have Independence Avenue here, they have it there. It's just almost that same kind of pattern. I think the people that designed Abuja probably copied certain things from DC into Abuja. So he said a one man's layover in DC hypnotized Republicans, hypnotized Democrats, hypnotized NGOs, and global Christian watchdog to cry genocide in unison. So blaming Obi for those kind of things or for anything is Reno's stock in trade to think he will be in the good book of Asiwaju. Mind you, Asiwaju and Opitobi and Atiku and Kwankwaso and the rest were all contested in 2023. You never choose that to support Asiwaju. You choose that Atiku because by his calculation, the northern population was going to sit behind Atiku. It was my own brother or uncle, or as you have it, Okowa, was going to be the vice president. By all calculation, the north, it was a done deal. That was what Reno stood on. Reno was calling Asiwaju all sorts of names. He never focused on P2B for the benefit of Asiwaju. If Asiwaju was good, what has happened between 2023 to 20, even he started supporting Asiwaju just almost immediately. All of us say, okay, since Buhari banned him from coming to the country for so long, he was homesick. He needed to come to Nigeria. And Asiwaju granted it, and they start talking P2B. And people, young ones, still take Reno seriously.
No, beyond the young ones. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Reno came to Nigeria. He showed when he went to the office of the NSA.
Yeah.
He showed when he went to Asoro.
Yeah.
Done on Nigerian regalia.
Yeah.
The people in power and those that are seeking power, how do they get? How does Reno get to
because from one image laundry, you go to the other. Arnold said, I only shook Senator Cruz about 10 years ago. The picture, Reno pick it as to, this is my friend, U.S. mayor in Texas, and friend to Senator Cruz. You see, people who are involved in image laundering take where they are, whatever they see, it's their trade, it's his trade. He can even go, he can see Ribado. He will just tell you, he brought in these people, just tell them that this white man is this, this person can talk to Trump. They can't claim anything that looks like it. Do you understand? So with all this, when Reno say, he's going to see Asiwaju, you won't doubt him. But what this man is drawing attention to is Reno is not somebody to be given public office. Remember, he was fired by Goodluck Jonathan.
Reno went to University. Is it University of Chicago or Chicago State University?
I don't know the school he went to.
No, I'm not talking about.
He attended.
Okay, I'm talking about just to find out about the fake results
of Asiwaju. Yes, he was even hunting Buhari in London.
I mean, he went there, brought out documents. All of a sudden, he's now a preferred.
Let me tell you, Asiwaju does not take him seriously.
The truth is that most Nigerians are like Reno, especially those in the APC.
I don't think most Nigerians are.
No,
can you withdraw that word?
Did you hear me? Those in the APC. Those in the APC.
They are Nigerians.
So they are Nigerians.
But he didn't only
most
for
Nigerians.
APC.
No,
he has worked for PDP. He has worked for Atiku.
Get me right. I said most Nigerians are like Reno, especially those in APC. Why do I say so?
Not most Nigerians.
Because they were the one castigating Asiwaju. That's why Wike said that those people who are defecting now should thank me because I've done a good job for them. So you are getting to where I'm coming from. So Reno was one of those who wanted to bring Tinubu down at all costs. to the point that he went to Chicago University or State University to get his result sheet and his dossier and all of that to ensure that Tinubu he doesn't have a degree from Chicago University. All of a sudden, is the person, laundering, Tinubu's image. I'm surprised that it took Arnold this long to find out who Reno is. Because if the man had at one point said that this president, the city president, was XYZ, is not fit to be president, and the same person telling you the president is all for the country, it won't take you long to know that this person is a pathological liar. So that is who Reno is. Like he said, Reno is trying to show to Tinubu that I am capable of doing the job, give me the job. In a twist to it, Arnold is also telling Tinubu and the public that, look, Reno is not somebody not to be trusted with public office, because this is his character. He's a two-faced man. If you entrust him with any public office in this country, it's at your own peril, because the man is a two-faced man. So, having seen all of this, it is not new, because we have said it here over and over that Reno should not be taken serious. He's a hungry man who is looking for a job, and he will do anything to get the job, to the point that when the genocide is clear to those who came to verify the fact from America that there's genocide, is trying to gaslight it that there's no genocide, that it's just a house.
Okafor, there's something Philip said that I don't quite agree with. He said people of Reno's character in the APC. We have also seen people like this. Reno was in PDP before. We have also seen so many.
A terrible person.
How do they get to
see a terrible person is a terrible person. What I was against was using the word most, because most Nigerians cannot be.
Yes.
It's just like we have problem of 419 here.
Yes.
I was speaking with a friend who was a classmate. We were in school together in the US. He was telling me Nigerians are fraudsters. I said no, Nigerians are not all fraudsters. He said most just this word. I said no, most Nigerians are not fraudsters. You understand that we have over 240 million people, and if 10% of that goes into fraud alone, you're talking about 24 million people. Yes. And we don't even have up to 1%. We don't even have 2.4 million persons that are into fraud. So if we have only 1%, 1% is 2.4 million persons. That's a lot. That's a lot of fraudsters. If they release 2.4 million fraudsters on you people, you think America will have any foreign reserve again? That's not so. That's a infinitesimal, just it's a fraction. Yeah. So, and because Nigeria we are large in numbers, when a little fraction does anything, it looks so wide. Yeah, that will also have fraction of good people go to America. The most educated immigrants are Nigerians. So that's how we are, because we are populous. So that's just what you are facing. So you are going to find a lot of Nigerians, not most, a lot of Nigerians who are like Reno Omokri. Some of them have followers who the only reason they follow him is simply because he's abusing Mr. Peter Obi. Tomorrow he will start abusing Asiwaju once Asiwaju leaves office, because it's just Ajib, any government in power. It's just that of Buhari was that Buhari don't care. Buhari does not even listen to what you say. No, he doesn't know. And if he's determined to deal with you, he's determined to deal with you. so that's why Reno couldn't switch to him. You understand? So Reno is as bad as that. And I think Asiwaju knows. I will be shocked if Asiwaju gives him any real position. No, I'll be very, very sure.
Your final word. What should we look at for Reno?
Well, I won't be surprised, because APC is the party that when you're coming to APC, your sins are forgiven. You can go ahead and do whatever you are doing.
But we also heard that Reno's name is on the list of ambassadors.
Exactly. Yes.
So this one now, those are rumors.
So I won't be surprised.
Since Asiwaju came in, has ambassadors been appointed?
No. So I won't be surprised.
So his name is on that list.
But it will be important that Asiwaju should note who Reno Omokri is by this revelation.
Well, Asiwaju should know, but from what we know of Asiwaju, I will end it there. For what we know of Accusations, we'll be right back.